Hey YouTube, welcome home. Today I'm going to be speedrunning SuperMega the game by FriskCBA. He made the game sometime in 2020 and SuperMega did a playthrough of it, which you can watch here. FriskCBA describes the game as a 30 to 40 minute 2D adventure driven platforming brawler where you defeat bad guys. If you want to download the game for yourself, I have a link in the description below. Before I could start grinding my time down on this game, I had to actually play the game. My initial playthrough did take about 30 to 40 minutes as described, because I couldn't beat Danny. Once I started paying attention though, I noticed that views could buy you upgrades, and from there it was smooth sailing. I learned that 1 health upgrade and 1 attack upgrade was enough to beat Danny consistently. 3 health upgrades and 2 attack upgrades was plenty for the stench, and 4 health upgrades and 2 attack upgrades was just enough to beat Matt's vape. So now that I had some basic strats, I needed to develop some rules. So I decided that the timer's going to start as soon as you hit start on the main menu, and then it'll stop once the screen fades to black after talking with Matt once you've defeated his vape. To help me keep track of my page, I also added some splits, one after Danny and another one after the stench. All of this took about 3 hours. 30-40 minutes for the initial playthrough, a couple minutes to set up the timer, then about 2 hours to figure out the fastest way to beat each boss, where I should grind for views, and how many upgrades I would need. After that, it was on to the runs, and I did a lot of them. I mean, a lot. If you want to see the unfiltered gameplay, you can check it out up here. Finally, after about 3 grueling hours, at about 2 in the morning, I got this run. And here we go. So first I start by mashing through my conversation with Matt. Pretty easy, nothing much to that. Then I gotta exit the Super Megaplex. I got sub 13 time, which I'm pretty happy with. I'm gonna go ahead and dash through these first 3 enemies because they're pretty far spread out and the individual enemy doesn't give you a lot of views by themselves. But now I'm at the place where I get to start grinding. First I'm gonna get all 3 of them gathered together. That way 1 punch hits all of them. Get that guy up there, come back, finish off Big Boy. I realize that you can't see my health or stamina bar. Sorry about that. I kind of forgot that the timer would cover that up. But now I'm just back at it. Currently I have about 1,000 views. To fight Danny I need 1 health upgrade and 1 attack upgrade, which is going to be 3,000 views. So after that fight, that puts me up to 1,800. So I'll have to do this probably about 2 more times. This should be the last one. This should put me just over 2,000 views, which will give me enough for the attack upgrade. So I'll gather them all up one last time. I've learned that you can get about 2 hits before you have to pause, before they're too far away for you to hit them a 3rd time. Upgrading my attack now. Now that I have all the upgrades I need, I'm just going to dash through these guys here to make it over to Danny. Gonna mash through this conversation pretty easy. So Jewish Fury, nice. So my execution of this fight was suboptimal for sure, but the strat here is land 2 punches, wait for him to come back, punch twice again. Then I'm out of stamina, so I just that's me jumping around. I'd gather up stamina, and then I can go for it again. It's a pretty consistent strat. The goal is to stay close, that's why I'm not running away, because if I get too far away, Danny will either bust out his guitar or heal himself, neither of which are very helpful. Having finished that fight, you could stay there and talk with Danny and he'll recognize how horrible his life is, but I'm choosing to skip that and go ahead and upgrade my attack again. That's because in this section, we're in Grind City. So I need 2 more health upgrades to get me to level 4, which is going to cost 9,000 views in total. This right here is Grind City. Enemies are littered all about, and it's very easy to gather 2 or 3 enemies at a time, making... Nice. Making it pretty easy to plow through a large number of enemies in a short amount of time. That's me regaining my previous views from my last life. Let's look at that verse real quick. Psalm 73:26. My flesh and my heart may fail, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever.
Sir?
Nice. I'll go ahead and zip through the rest of the grinding, that way you don't have to suffer through it. But if you want to see the whole run without commentary, you can watch it here. So now that I have all of the views I need, I'll go ahead and upgrade one more time. And then I'm just going to go ahead and dash over to the Grump's office as fast as I can. Skipping through all of these enemies, there's no real benefit to me killing them one last time. I'll get enough views from the stench fight to get one more health upgrade without having to kill any of these guys. Here we are, the Game Grump's office. So I'll go ahead and record with Matt one more time just in case. The strat here is to get 2 punches, move closer, get 2 punches, rinse and repeat until I run out of stamina. So we'll go ahead and mash through this fight, and let's see how I do. 2 punches, move closer, 2 punches. Yep.
Sir?
It's a pretty easy methodology. There's not a lot to it. Then we can just run away, allow the stamina to recharge. Because the stench does not do a lot of damage just by contact, so it's well worth it. There he is doing my absolute favorite move where he pulls down his pants and stenches the room up. I think the stench is one of my favorite bosses. I love that I love his attacks, I love his movement, I love his dedication to historical accuracy. But with 7,000 views, that's going to be plenty to get us that health upgrade we need. That call from Justin, blah, 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 who cares what he said. We're going to go ahead and get that upgrade and record. And then we're going to meet the real star of the show, Jesus H. Christ. I'm not sure what the H stands for, but I'd like to imagine it's something pretty normal, like Harrison or something. I really like the segue, just like I know you're really going to like today's spawn. So now that we're back at the Super Megaplex, I'm going to go in with Matt and record just to be safe. Then I'm going to enter into the final boss. Matt's jewel is by far the most RNG dependent thing in this game. If it does the whole fly around the room move like that, there's not much that I can do but wait. I don't have a great strategy for the jewel other than to punch twice, move forward, and try and land one more punch before it moves. It kind of moves typically after taking 2 or 3 hits, so getting that 4th punch was nice. The knife attack is easy, you can just plow right through that, and there we go. After finally beating Matt's addiction, I can have an intervention with him about it, ending the timer as soon as the screen fades to black. My final time was a 9:41, and for the moment, I'm rather content with that. If you develop a new strat or you beat my time, let me know in the comments below. This is also a new type of video for me, so if you liked the video, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe for more content. See you guys next time. Remember to have fun, be safe, and don't do drugs.